something is shifting, and my guides have something they want to share with you. So I've invited my spirit team, who's of the highest good, integrity 9 and above, and I've asked them to share the information that's most relevant. Heartbreak. I'm going to get a little bit more information. The Three of Swords. I love how it's depicted in this card with the ivy growing up the tree, and then the rain in the background. So even though like the tree's taken some damage, new growth is on the horizon, and grief makes way for new beginnings. Give me a little bit more information. The Chariot in reverse. Okay. Who is this collective for? If you're in this collective, you have either lost a parent or are disconnected from a parental figure. Yeah, 10 of coins in reverse. So I do feel like this could be either parent, but this card specifically is focused on the paternal line. With the 10 of coins in reverse, what I'm getting is that this is based in the past, but there is a significant heartbreak, perhaps related to your father or the masculine figure in your life, and their inability to show up and provide for you. And both of my cats are sitting right here with me. I get the, okay, interesting. So I got the Hanged Man, but then right there with it, I get the Empress. And usually I don't take that card, but it does feel important. Okay, so what I'm getting with this card is almost a sense of like hanging it out to dry. This is perhaps, so just energetically what I'm feeling is that this situation, this relationship is something that in the past has really like kind of tormented you emotionally. It's something that you've come to time and time again. You've grieved it time and time again. And there's just little fragments of that grief that have really like clung on to you, and it's kind of been like a thread throughout your life. And with the Hanged Man appearing, it's time to release that. It's time to release any expectations that you held from the past. And a lot of times this is really hard for our inner child, because our inner child has that like rose-colored glasses mentality of like, my parent is a superhero, even if they're not in my life, that one day they'll swoop in and save us. And that's from my perspective as somebody who grew up without parents. I was raised by my grandparents. But it feels like that's a similar thread, where maybe you had this image of your father as a superhero and they just never fully showed up. From the cards, I would say they straight up didn't, or when they did, it was not at all in the energy that you would want to receive a father. And so even when they were there, it was just adding to the strife. But with just judgment coming in, this is specifically Archangel Micheal is telling you to cut the cords, cut the ties. It's time to surrender the lingering energies and allow your inner child to lay this fantasy to rest, to release any like held onto energy fragments. Hopefully you catch the vibe. If you want to go deeper into this, my private readings are available, and we can truly go as deep or in detail as you need. I do have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I very rarely look at the bottom of the deck. But Archangel Micheal is coming in and offering to fill this masculine paternal role for you if you are open to receiving that type of energy and nourishment in the astral, in the energetic. I know that it's not physical, right? Like, I know that they can't show up to your ball games and be there for graduation or send you cards in the mail. But Archangel Micheal is one that has helped me significantly in my masculine healing and just being open to receiving the healthy masculine. Because when you have a history of childhood neglect and not being able to witness a healthy masculine in your reality, in your world, it fragments your view of the masculine. And so this healthy masculine is something that's absolutely vital to the future of humanity, and it is coming online. There there is healing happening within the collective, within the masculine. And Archangel Michael is just saying that he is there to assist you in getting acquainted with that healthy masculine energy. So if you feel comfortable, invite him in. And you don't necessarily have to be psychic and feel and know that he's there to be able to benefit from that relationship. A simple request of, yes, Archangel Michael, I accept this offer. I'm willing to heal and grow with you. I invite in your help. The angelic realm specifically needs your request to be able to interfere and interact with you. They have a code they have to live by, so you have to request it. Otherwise, it's just an offer hanging out there for whenever you're ready. Tower. Yeah. This is going to bring about some significant change. So this reading really is specifically about releasing these energetic tethers, these energetic cords to the unhealed masculine, the toxic masculine, making space and inviting in healthy masculine. And in the process of doing so, your worldview is going to change. Your perspective is going to begin to change. The way that you show up will begin to change, because when you invite in the healthy masculine, it affects, like, you learning about your masculine energy affects how you show up in the world, how you show up to work, how you show up within discipline, within your day-to-day life. Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, the process of releasing and opening up to the healthy masculine is going to release a lot of the conflict and doubt that you've had internally, but is also being reflected externally. Perhaps I'm feeling a lot of family dynamics. So perhaps there has been a history of conflict, or just some ongoing tension and conflict within your family. And this healing your masculine, being open to receiving a healed masculine presence in your life, does release a lot of this, I wanted to say trauma, releases a lot of this trauma and conflict. And I think it really just makes space, Page of Cups. It makes space for your inner child to release these emotions and process them in like a playful, loving, safe way. This is really ultimately about creating the safety for your inner child, which will ripple out into your adult life. When we, go to our inner child and we offer these glimpses of understanding from our adult selves, it allows them to, fill in the gaps. As a child, we're not given all of the information, and so sometimes our imagination makes things out to be bigger than they truly are. And so when you are learning these lessons, going in and telling your inner child, like, this is what I've learned from Archangel Michael, and these are the ways that I'm showing up in my family dynamics differently, and I'm no longer tolerating people to abuse or take advantage of me. And so you're teaching your inner child how they should be treated from that masculine presence. And I know it hasn't come out in the cards, but I do feel like an honorable mention of how beneficial this will be towards your future romantic relationships, even if you're in a partnership. And then the star comes out again. There's a lot of hope and healing here. So just human to human, what I'm kind of sensing is that you are closing out a cycle, just like I have been. And this cycle has been with a lot of torment, a lot of grief. There's been a lot of heaviness that has been coming up to be purged and released. I know this recent full moon was a doozy, and its energy is still lingering for the next 2 days. And so it's helping the collective clear out a lot of this. And so your spirit team is coming in now and saying that you are clearing the way for the path forward, where you are emotionally nourished, where you are physically cared for, where we're taking that 10 of coins and we're putting it back in the upright so that we have that healthy masculine balance. And the star is a card of divine hope. It's a wish that has the possibility of fulfillment, but only when you believe in it and only when you are open to receiving that. I hope this served you well. I love you loads and loads and loads. If you want a reading, it's in the spot. I'll catch you next time. Bye.